It didn't get better, it got worse. They confirmed that it was stage 4.
Wow.
Which meant that it had spread throughout my body. And this particular type had no treatment. There was nothing they could do. And just about everybody died at 2 years. A couple survived to 3 years. But I couldn't find anybody that survived longer than that.
Wow.
So at 24, I got my terminal cancer diagnosis.
This episode of Vancouver Real, we feature the founder of Zend Conscious Lounge restaurant and the author of Curing Terminal, Steve Curtis.
So after I dropped out of school, really I was fired by a desire to prove that I had value. You know, leaving school, I was a bit of an outcast, and a bunch of people made bets that I wouldn't be successful, and so I was fired by something to prove. And I think for people that are propelled in that kind of way by that dark energy, if we don't love ourselves, it really can consume us, and that's what it did for me. I would work 100 hours a week, and it was all about proving that I was worthy. The early part really propelled me through those kind of levels, but there was a really high cost.
Right.
And that kind of changed for me when I was 24. I found myself in the office of an oncologist who said that I needed to start chemo in a week for the cancer diagnosis I just received. I think if you really, really love your life, you're a lot less likely to get sick than the opposite if you don't appreciate what you have. And the deeper one goes into medicine, the more we realize we don't really know much about it. And there's an intelligence in the system that we think we're smarter than, but really it has everything it needs to fix things. And this started to become clear to me, along with the fact that I wasn't going to be able to develop a blockbuster drug in 2 years. So I started to look for the people that had survived from terminal diagnoses. Okay. There's this shift that occurs in people. It's a shift in the way that they think about themselves and the way that they think about the world. And my tag for this that I write about in my book is called perception medicine. So how I perceive myself and the world and my relationship to it. And so all of these people had major shifts. And he says, so I could help you do that. I could walk you through the protocol that we used to decrease and increase these various cells. And it's some pretty interesting stuff. But in all the work I did and everything I've seen in the world, I actually think it's much easier. He said, the only thing you really need to do to heal is find 1 hour a day of absolute peace, absolute calm stillness, utter peace. And into that, bring with you a profound intention of wellness. So seeing yourself as well, as whole, as healthy, and giving the body time and a place of rest to make that so.